When you talk about basketball video games, a lot of people have a lot of different emotions when you bring up NBA Live as a franchise, and rightfully so. EA for the past couple of years has just said, here's our game, we're going to talk a lot about it, I'm not going to give you hands-on, but EA flipped the script with NBA Live 18. They flew me along with a bunch of other YouTubers out there to LA to play this game. They threw an incredible party, which you guys can see on the screen right now, but they just put the controller in our hands. They didn't give us a bunch of marketing spiel. They just said, look, play the game, tell us how it feels, and we'll want your direct feedback. Now I have to say, I was kind of blown away from where NBA Live 18 is because I didn't really expect it to be as good as it is. Now I'm showing you guys exclusive gameplay. This is from a game that I played against another YouTuber called K-Spade the Prospect, one of the best storytellers on YouTube, one of my favorite YouTubers. Make sure you guys check out his videos and his channel down below in the description after this one. He'll have his own gameplay on his channel as well. Now as you can see, Kyrie Irving is carving up people. If you're wondering, I am the road team. So how this is basically working is we're playing a Drew League matchup. It's 5-on-5. He's got a bunch of different players on his team. I have a bunch of different players on my team. And we're playing just like a Drew League All-Star game pretty much. Now so far it's pretty much going my way, but look at Kevin Durant coming in. Kevin Durant the Snake. I know you guys remember him. But look at this move he puts on me with James Harden. James Harden is K-Spade the Prospect's favorite player, and this dude just puts me in the spin cycle. The step back people is real. NBA Live 18 is feeling the authenticity standpoint. Finally, I feel like it's really there. Kyrie Irving's nasty crossover, the double clutch layup. Look how good NBA Live is looking, people. And I have to say one thing, a lot of times you play a basketball game and sometimes the controls don't really feel they're not super responsive. And I'm not saying that NBA Live 18 is exactly where they want to be or where I feel like they should be, but the controls are stupid responsive. I didn't really have that many issues where I didn't feel like I was making a move. If I made a bad play, it kind of felt like it was my issue. Here we go with Kyrie Irving again, kicks one out to the corner, Russell Westbrook back up top, and look at DeMar DeRozan, not actually shooting a contested 2, but a contested 3, and then Kyrie does what he does best, he bangs a game winner. Now at the end of these games, whether it's kind of any game in the 1 mode, whether you're playing in the Drew League or something else, you get kind of this little end game screen. They show you the play of the game and some other things. I'll show you guys that a little bit more in detail later in the video. Now we jump into another game, and K-Spade is still the home team, and he's destroying me. This dude is up 9-0. Make that 11-0. Yeah, my ego is getting deflated, but look at Russell Westbrook. He says, I'm going to put the team on my back and bang this shot. Now, you guys might see in some of the jump shots, there's kind of this meter at the top. It goes yellow to green. Yellow is kind of getting you a decent shot of the percentage. If you hit green, it's pretty much guaranteed to go in. Now, it's going to be tough if guys are guarding you, if they get close to you. They can actually shut that meter down and make it so that you can't get a perfect shot, which I think is pretty cool. If a guy is right in your face, you should be able to guarantee it if you time the button press properly. But the animations, the crossovers, the one-on-one game, the defensive matchups, NBA Live has put together a meta game that feels really good. The one-on-one defensive measures are great, as is Kyrie's jump shot, you can see there. And that crossover from Kevin Durant is one of my favorites in the game. He killed me. He went all the way to the bucket. He daps up Giannis Antetokounmpo, and they get the W. Now, after playing the Drew League, I got some time to go play a different mode called the One. Or actually, it's kind of the same mode called the One, but you can actually create a player. For this instance, we only had to choose from a couple different archetypes. I went with wing scorer here. A lot of people went with point shooter. You can read all the different attributes there. There was also a ring protector, but in the final version of NBA Live 18, when it launches later this year, there will be a lot more archetypes than just the 3 that you see on the screen. So I want to stress that there are just 3 for this demo, but there will be way more when you get your hands on NBA Live 18 later this year. Now, first venue I'm playing at is going to be Venice Beach. I have a couple different traits I can use. If you play 2K, they're kind of similar to badges where they're different things like being a corner 3 specialist, an inside out guy, someone who can dunk on people. There's a ton of different traits you can have in the game. I only had about 3 or so equipped onto my player. When you jump into the one-on-one mode, or excuse me, into the 1 mode and you go to play 5-on-5, look at James Harden chuck one up here, turn around, doesn't even look at it and go in. But we're going to start the game off here. Again, I'm playing as a wing scorer. It's one of the 3 archetypes I could play as in the demo. I'm looking pretty solid so far. The defense, though, is not the best for me. Now they go inside to Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin's going to end up getting a dunk there, and look at your boy coming through with the wing scorer. You are going to see a couple different things in this mode. In the top left-hand corner where it says 82, and now it's going to bump up to, I believe, 83 at this point. That is kind of your overall teammate grade. If you played NBA Live 16, you're probably familiar with that. But basically, it's a culmination of how well you've played throughout the entire mode, offense, defense, doing all the intangible things. And then all those little icons down below that, those are kind of those little traits you set up before the game. So depending on what your traits are, different things will activate them or make them stronger in the game. Now, after the first game, we're going to walk out of there with a W. I absolutely dominated. We went 16-7. These games are played to 16. Personally, I would love to see them played to 21, but still, 16 is an okay number. I ended up with 12 points and 5 rebounds in my first game with a 93 teammate grade, which I think is probably one of the highest ones of all the YouTubers that were there. I don't want to like brag or anything, but I felt pretty good about that one. Now you also see you have experience points and some other things, but after the game you get a loot crate. Now you're not always guaranteed a loot crate from what I understand after every game, but you have the opportunity to get one, and here we go. What do we get? We get some foam posits, some legendary foam posits. And there's different types of crates. I'm gonna do a different video that explains loot crates and kind of how it all works and what it all ends up meaning. But we got some of the highest tier gear here, some Nike Air foam posits, the Galaxy versions, and we're gonna take these and go to Rucker Park. I did rank up to level 21 now, and after the game you have a couple different options. You can, go in and increase your standing layup or your contested shot. They kind of give you things that you could do automatically, or you could just go do something else if you want to. I'm going to jump into the Rucker Park game. Again, you can see the 4 traits that I have equipped at this point. I have LeBron James on my team, so I'm feeling pretty confident like we can get a win. But I don't know if you guys noticed, Allen Iverson is on the other team. Yes, Allen Iverson, one of the greatest players of all time, one of the best guards in NBA history, is on the other team, and I'm a little nervous because they also have Anthony Davis, and that's a little scary if you ask me. Now again, before the game you get these kind of cool little cutscenes showing off your players. If you have teammates, for imagine if you're playing this where it's 5-on-5 and everybody is a human player, you're going to see everybody's tattoos, everybody's gear, all the new stuff you pulled in loot crates will be right there before the game. Now Allen Iverson's trying to do his best in the perimeter, but I'm going inside. Look at all these rebounds your boy is getting. Somehow I got 2 rebounds there and scoring. We're going for another layup and score that one. Another layup that we missed, and we get the layup back, and now it's a 6-4 ball game. Now back here on defense, we're going to see what we can do, but on offense we get the block again, and we go to the hole and throw down a nasty 2-handed jam, followed by a 1-handed slam on Anthony Davis. Allen Iverson comes in, throws up a little floater of his own, and it barely falls in to bring him within 2. And one thing I love about NBA Live is if you kick it to a computer teammate, you can actually hold X or the shoot button, and they will actually shoot it. Now it's not guaranteed to go in, but it does have a pretty decent chance depending on their rating. Now here at the top with the game on the line, your boy goes in and throws down a crucial dunk to seal this victory. So again, I hope you guys enjoyed this exclusive NBA Live 18 gameplay. If you did, make sure you guys crush that like button. Don't forget to subscribe because I have so much more of this coming for you guys very soon as well. I'm going to show you guys again the final screen. Again, you have your experience, your street hype, and your reward points. The reward points I believe you're going to be able to use to kind of unlock different gear for you. I ended up getting a perfect score. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but a perfect teammate grade as well. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to crush that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.